What is going on, everybody? It's your boy TFG here, coming back at you with another Minecraft video. We are back today in our how-to world where we've been going over all of the different utility blocks in the game, all the different job site blocks. Today we're going to be talking about the grindstone. We're going to talk about everything from the crafting recipe all the way over here to actually how to use it. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The crafting recipe is going to be right here. It's going to look like this in your crafting grid. 2 sticks with a stone slab in the middle on top of 2 planks in the outer corners. So the planks, they can be any type of plank. They can be the same type of plank, different types of planks. It does not matter. But what does matter is that this slab right here is stone. Cobblestone will not work. A cobblestone slab and a stone brick slab will not work. So that is that for the crafting recipe. Here it is one more time for you. This is to show you guys that the grindstone is stackable in full stacks of 64. And then this is to show you that the only way to pick up the grindstone is to actually mine it with a pickaxe. You do not need a netherite pickaxe, but you will need a pickaxe to pick it up. Let's talk about the orientation of the grindstone. First off, you can place it on the ground, you can place it on a block, but you can also place it on a wall, you can also place it on a ceiling, and you can even place it on itself. Pretty cool. When we're talking about placing the grindstone, you can also use it from a design perspective. Personally, I think the best way to do that is to use it with chains. So I made you guys 2 quick examples today. Here's an elevator shaft that uses it with chains, and here is a crane that uses it with chains. So I highly recommend, if you're looking for a way to use this guy in a design type of perspective, then pair it with some chains and you'll end up with something really cool. So let's go ahead and talk about the villager that comes from the grindstone. First off, this is the only place you're going to find the grindstone naturally in Minecraft, is going to be in a village. And if a villager is tethered to this grindstone, he will become the weaponsmith villager. Now this guy is really cool because this guy, if I scroll down here to the max level trades, you will actually be able to get diamond tools from him. So essentially these are free diamond tools. You can get this from the weaponsmith villager and from the toolsmith villager from the smithing table. Now the reason why I say these are essentially free diamond tools is because these cost emeralds. So to get emeralds, you know, this guy, he wants you to trade coal, right? Maybe you don't want to do that, but if you get yourself a few farmer villagers, you can just make an auto pumpkin and melon farm and just trade them pumpkins and melons infinitely for forever and just get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of emeralds for free. And then also over here, you know, we have our Fletcher villager, which I just made a video on. Definitely check that out. He will give you emeralds for sticks. Very easy to come by, just wood. You can just turn it all into sticks and get crazy amounts of emeralds. So that's why I say here, this is essentially free diamond weapons. It also comes pre-enchanted, and the best part about it is if you don't like the enchantments, you can just put it in your grindstone that he's using right in front of you and remove the enchantments, and it's literally just free diamond tools that you can go enchant however you want. So super nice to have this guy around. Like I said, a toolsmith villager will do the same thing, which comes from the smithing table. Let's go ahead and talk about the actual uses of the grindstone. All right, now let's talk about the actual uses of the grindstone. It has 2 main uses. It's going to combine like items for you, and then also it's going to remove enchantments. So you'll see I have 2 stone swords here. This could be iron, diamond, whatever it is, and it's going to make a fresh one for me. Basically, it's going to combine the amount of durability here plus the amount of durability here plus a little bit more. So if it only has a little bit on both, it's not going to give you a full sword, but you'll see here I only had a little bit taken off on both, so it gave me a full sword. You can also remove enchantments. Anything you put in here will come out without enchantments. So just so you know that, you know, even if you're just repairing 2 items, if they are enchanted, you will lose those enchantments. So be careful with that. But let's go ahead and talk about the one thing that is not removed, and that's going to be curses. Curse of Vanishing and Curse of Binding. If you put those through a grindstone, it will not come out the other side or it will come out the other side if you have other things on it, and it will remove the other things, but it will not remove Curse of Vanishing or Curse of Binding. Unfortunately, you cannot remove the curses in this game. Now let's go ahead and talk about XP. So every time you remove an enchantment from a weapon, you're gonna get a little bit of XP. I can demonstrate that here, right here. Check out my level right now. I'm at just about 4. If I were to remove this enchantment here, I'm gonna go all the way to 5. But you'll see here, this has quite a lot of enchantments on it. This sword just had sharpness 5. If I were to put this in here and remove it, you'll see I am almost at level 6. If I were to put this in here and remove it, I will be at level 9. So, you know, and you'll see Curse of Vanishing is still on here. So that it is very important to note that if you're getting XP, if you're trying to get XP from disenchanting weapons from here, the more enchantments and the better the enchantments are, the more XP you will get. So let's go ahead and talk about removing anvil uses. So a lot of people don't know that the Grindstone actually removes the anvil use penalty. So if you don't know what the anvil use penalty is, basically, have you ever gotten a weapon or a piece of armor or a tool to a point where you could no longer repair it in the anvil? It said on the bottom that it was too expensive. There was no amount of levels that would be able to repair this item, or no amount of resources. Well, that is because of anvil uses. The more times you put a weapon or an item or anything in an anvil, the more anvil uses you get, and there's a penalty each time. It's going to be more expensive each time. So what a lot of people don't know is, if you have an old weapon you've been using for a long time and it's too expensive to repair now, it has too many anvil uses, you can bring it to a grindstone, remove the enchantments, and then you will be able to start fresh with 0 anvil uses. It is a super underrated use of the grindstone. The final thing I want to talk about is names. You'll see here I have a beautiful name on this, subscribe, and if I go to remove the enchantment on it, sharpness 5, the enchantment is gone, but subscribe is still here. So the names will always stay with this. The Grindstone, the 2 uses, you've got, it's going to repair like items, fix that durability up for you, and then also it's going to remove enchantments. The things you need to remember here, it's not going to remove the name, it's going to remove your anvil uses penalty, you'll gain more XP for better enchantments and more enchantments, and it will not remove curses. That is everything you need to know about using the Grindstone. That is everything you could know about the Grindstone, I think. If this video helped you, maybe leave a like, that would help me. And then of course, if you want to see more from me, stick around with the channel and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, have a good one.